Kaizer Chiefs are looking to sign a left back. You already know that. But the name Bradley Cross, you might be familiar with that name. It's surprising that they are going back to that player because of the few reasons we're going to talk about. But it's also not surprising why they're going after him because of the things that we're also going to talk about. We're also going to talk about the sale of Edson Castillo to Zamalek.
Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Dimpo.
I am Dinde. We are not your hosts.
And this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs.
Khosi
Football Club.
Now, let's start with Hlanti. Last year when the season was ending, everyone thought Hlanti is leaving. Some people were even happy because then they don't like Hlanti. But some people were like, okay, it makes sense why Hlanti's contract was renewed because we did not sign anyone. You look at Dove as well, he struggles when he plays as a left back because it's too demanding and he ends up getting injured. So now, the only person that we are realistically left with is Wepi Mashiane, who some people are also saying he's not really a left back, he's more of a winger, but you look at the wing positions, there is no one who can be benched in favor of Mashiane. As such, the position that is left with to play is actually a left back. So Kaizer Chiefs are now looking and they're thinking Basatin is too expensive and the other guy, Wakmazulu Hanamub, is also expensive. So they are saying now, we are going to get the guy who Bradley Cross. Now, you might remember with Bradley Cross, Kaizer Chiefs actually invited him for trials last year, January 2023. He came, he trialed, they did not like him, they let him go. And when they let him go, in my heart of hearts, I was like, okay, it makes sense because even at Super Sports, he went there and he didn't make it. So coming to Chiefs and not making it is not a surprise because we've already seen him failing trials at another team. He goes on, he plays for AmaZulu and actually performs. Ta-da! Everyone's like, what is going on with this man? To a point that even when Maritzburg United got relegated from the DStv Premiership, he actually got an offer from Lamontville Golden Arrows. And then he went there and he actually performed really well to a point that he did not just get shortlisted for Bafana, but he was called up for Bafana. And for the AFCON 2022, because that's what it was called, he actually, 2023, he was there on the short list of players who were called up to the squad. And now all of a sudden it's like, we know that Bruce doesn't just call up a player. He has to see something special in a player for him to call up that player. And not to mention the fact that Arrows in the past 10-15 games have been struggling, but if Formga Cross, if you compare him to the rest of the players, he's actually been playing decent football. And now the question is, did Kaizer Chiefs make a mistake in the first place by letting him go? And some people I know will say, oh no, Mpilo, but you cannot say he's going to be good at Chiefs because he's just good at Arrows right now. But the thing is, Kaizer Chiefs have made this mistake before. You remember Bokwinika, we let them go and got them back. I know, Guti, maybe that's not the best example to make out of this. But we also have other players like Abom Tanzani, we let them go. Abo Special Balala, we let them go to Free State Stars and ended up getting them back. So in that way, then I could see, Guti, there could be a possibility, Guti, we made a mistake and let a player go. And now you look at his market value, it's at 7 million. And you ask yourself, will Kaizer Chiefs be able to pay that money? One. Number two, even if they negotiated his price down to like 4 million, will Arrows agree to buy or to sell the player to Chiefs? Because there are those rumors that Arrows does not want to sell players to Kaizer Chiefs or whatever. But the way I see it, the way I truly see it right now, is the fact that it looks a bit tricky because of the price, because of the team, because of the relationship, and also just because of what we would say to the team if they went and got across. But Nina, what do you think before I talk about Castillo? Do you think Chiefs would be making a mistake by getting Bradley Cross at this point? Because if you think about it, he is a 23-year-old who can still grow with the team. And he has a potential because he's played for even Abo Newcastle, he's been abroad playing for Amateur Development in Newcastle United, and you don't just get there if there isn't talent. Once again, I'll go back to this. If we find a proper coach, then I can now say this coach is good at developing players. Even him as a player can come to Chiefs and actually develop.
Special shout out to Mandla, Tabang Libiane, and Zanovu Yoklimbi.
Also Themba Shezi, Fukeng and Huputso.
You can also get yourself a special shout out by becoming a member of this channel. The other perk of being a member of this channel is you get special stickers next to your name. So you'll see some people have blue stars, other people have gold and all of those things if you've been a member for a long time. So becoming a member, how do you even do it? You go down on the description or on the first comment that I will pin and you click on that link. It's very easy. You register and then you become a member. It's only 20 rands per month. I mean, bread is 15 rands. Becoming a member here is only 20 rands. So you can go show your appreciation by becoming a member of this channel. I've neglected this for a while, but I'm going back to the membership things because people want to be part of the community, and eventually the people that I will be inviting to the channel to come and speak, they will be picked from the membership pool. So do make sure to become a member of this channel as we are building this community. Thank you once again to the people who got a special shout out from my beautiful nieces. The second thing that I want us to talk about is Ndabaga Edson Castillo, because Witu Castillo is Amalek. These two things, by the way, are coming from Sokala Duma, not Timpilo's brain. They are also saying that Izamalek made contact with Kaizer Chiefs for Edson Castillo. Ne? And apparently Chiefs are looking at this and they are like, yeah, we're not in a rush to sell him, but if you want to buy him, you can only get him for 30 million. Now, based on his recent form, selling him for 30 million seems reasonable, right? Like way more reasonable because he's not doing much. But once again, I will keep on saying this. If we're the proper coach, then to me, it does not make any sense to sell a quality player. But on the other hand, you look at his age, he's 29, turning 30 very soon. And you're thinking about the 30 million that we could take from Castillo and add 10 million and get Kangisa Mayo. Or that 30 million, you take that 30, you spend 10 million on Fawaz Basatin, and then you take another 20 million or 10 million, you get two other players. For example, we can go to Polokwane City and get very two quality players. And also we can look around the league and 10 million will get you a decent player. So then that's the question, Uguti. Given how stacked we are in midfield, would this really be a loss to sell Castillo for 30 million if you can then reinvest that money? Or is it stupid to sell a player and actually end up without someone or end up with less depth in your midfield, especially given how Kaizer Chiefs has been trying to or are trying to qualify for Africa as reports are suggesting? So the question that I have now is, Nina, as a Khosi Nation, what do you think? Do you think that Kaizer Chiefs would be doing justice or would be doing something that is good for business if they sold to Castillo, or should they hold on to him? Let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, Khosi, I'll pay you more.